Hi friends, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about capillary action. Oh, Miss Kathy, that's a really big word. It is, but it's something that we use all the time. Our plants use it especially all the time. So what happens when we give our plants a drink of water? That water has to get to the leaves and the stems somehow, and that's by using capillary action. So we're going to do an experiment with that today. Actually, it's going to be kind of a demonstration, but the experiment is on your end because you're going to be doing this at home. But first, let's check out our butterflies. Look at them. They have turned into their chrysalis. We have 5 of them. 2 of them climbed to the top. 3 of them, they were little lazy little caterpillars, and they are down at the bottom. I placed them on top of a paper towel, and I'm sure that they're going to be just fine. Today I'm actually going to move them out of the way so I won't bump them during our experiment time. My assistant will take those, thank you. And let's get started with our experiment. So for today's experiment, what you're going to need is 2, 4, 6, 7 plastic cups. I have just 7 drinking cups here. If you don't have plastic cups, you can also use drinking cups that are glass. You can also use some bowls, anything that you can see through. That's the main idea for this. You're also going to need some paper towels. You're going to need a pair of scissors, possibly to cut the paper towels if you need to get them to the correct size. You're also going to need some colors. You need blue, just the primary colors today, red, and also yellow. So yellow, red, and blue. And a lot of water. This experiment requires a lot of water. Something to cover your surface to protect it from all the colors that we're using. And I do recommend putting your cups on like a small cutting board or something like a cookie sheet that you can actually move, because this experiment is going to take a couple days for you to really see the action. All right, you ready? All right, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is take your paper towel and fold it in half lengthwise like this. Then you're also going to fold it in half again this way, just like that. And you want it so that it fits into your cups. And you probably have seen this experiment on YouTube. Maybe your classmates did it in school. I had never done it before, and I'd always wanted to try it before. And I thought this would be a perfect time to do it. So we have a lot of time on our hands right now, and I thought this would be a good time to do it. So keep folding your paper towels until you have enough to fit into your cups. So I have 2 paper towels folded. Here is my 3rd paper towel. That one will go right in there. My 4th one. I hope you guys are doing good today. It is a beautiful day today. I went for a little bit of a walk with my puppy. And there's a lot more flowers now. And the birds are just going crazy, singing all over the place, making their nests. All right, I think that is good. So we have, oh, I think I need 1 more paper towel. Let's see if my assistant will grab me 1 more paper towel. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need 6 paper towels in total and 7 cups. I need 1 more. Fold it in half, like so. And then 1 more. There we go. All right, so I'm going to take these out. I just wanted to make sure that they were the right length. And I'm going to take them out when I pour the water in. Oops, I almost dropped them everywhere. So the next step is to go ahead and pour your water into your cups. And you want a good amount of water in your cups. So about that much. But you don't want it in every single cup. No. You want it in the first one. And you want it in the last one. And then you want it in one. So we have it in your first one. You're not putting it in your second one. You have it in your third one. You don't put it into your fourth one. You have it in your fifth one. You see that? You don't put it into your sixth one, and then you do have it in your seventh cup. Okay? So, yes for the first, third, fifth, and seventh. All right? Now we're going to add our food coloring. We have red food coloring. We'll start with that one first. We're going to put 5 drops in our first cup and in our seventh cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to try to get about the same amount of food coloring drops in each cup. Then our next one is going to be the blue. Into our third cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then yellow will go in here into our fifth cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that pretty? It's very pretty. So now we get to see the capillary action in work. And this beginning part isn't going to take long to see, but the whole process does take maybe 2 days, 2 to 3 days. All right, so I'm going to put my first paper towel in here, and then you just line them up and make sure that each paper towel goes into, this one's going to the blue, and then it goes into the empty cup. And the next one is in the empty cup, and then into the yellow cup. And then from the yellow cup into another empty cup, and the empty into the red. Can they see that? Yes, they can. And can they see the water? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what you can see is that the blue water is already starting to go up through the fibers of the paper towel. It's also starting to go up here on the red, as well as here, and on the yellow is very, very light. I can see it from my end, you probably can't see it from your end, but that's the capillary action in work. And so what's happening is all those molecules of water, they're actually sticky. We don't think they're sticky, but they are. They stick together. And so they're coming up together and they're going through the fibers of the paper towels and they're moving. Now through the course of a couple days, what you're going to end up seeing is, I'm going to move this aside and I'm going to show you what happened. So notice that we have the 3 empty cups, but after a couple days, what actually ended up happening was this. Put this over so you can see. So the water traveled. And it started with the red, and this cup was empty, but the red and the blue, they traveled up the fibers of the paper towel and ended up in this cup and made purple. And same here, the blue and the yellow, this cup was empty. The blue and the yellow, they traveled up the fibers of that paper towel, and some of the water ended up in here and ended up with green. Here we had an empty cup, the yellow and the red traveled up the fibers of the paper towel, ended up in this cup, and we ended up with orange. So this is such a fun experiment for you guys to do at home. And I'm hoping that you do this at home and that you try it and that you just have as much fun with it as I did. I actually did like 3 of these. My counter was covered with all of these rainbow traveling water cups, and it was super, super fun to do. So that is capillary action in action. And I'm going to have a description. In the description bar, there will be a link to some fun printables that you can print out at home if you have a printer. You can also just do a little bit more research. There's some really good information on that website that I'm going to direct you to. All right, my friends, I hope you had fun, and I will see you in our next video. Bye, guys.